What's up, guys, and welcome to another epic installment of For the Greater War.
Today we have more questions for you guys to hear us answer. If you guys want to give us your questions, please comment down below for next week. We do these every single Monday and Tuesday. So this is answering the questions that were left off last Monday, starting with Dragon Punch 903. He asks, what anime power would you give your favorite race in Warhammer 40k? For example, Super Saiyan Orks. That would be badass.
Yeah, that would be pretty. I think that'd be OP because, like, once they die and their spores get sprung out, and then
more Saiyans.
More Saiyans.
And they're all gonna have tails too. So
tailed orcs.
So an orc, gorilla, what is it? Great ape.
Oh yeah.
Hybrid.
Imagine all these orcs and the moon comes out. They'd be
like
force.
Yeah, the entire planet would just get heavier every time the moon would come out. That would be really badass, though.
So is that what you would go with, or something else?
Let me think. Anime. How about Attack on Titan giants, but they would be squats.
Squats become giants.
Fruit, maybe. No, I mean I can't really think of anything clever.
Yeah, if I would have the Tau, I'd make them do the whole alchemy thing. Since they kind of don't have psychers, they can at least like transmute and make better use of their weapons and whatnot.
Yeah, then you get to use a psychic ability or a psychic turn.
Right.
Freaking Tau. So that's a good question. Let's go back to the top with Des Cyrus.
Do I have him?
I have it. If the orcs entered the Halo universe, what would happen? Would the orcs wreck everything and loot everything? Or would Master Chief find somehow to defeat them? And could he defeat Godskull Thraka one-on-one? No, I don't think Master Chief could defeat Godskull Thraka, because it can't happen.
I mean, if you think of it this way, if Godskull can take on chapter masters, and he can easily take on regular Marines, I feel like a Marine is more powerful than Master Chief. So in that sense, no.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, it'd be a good fight, it'd be interesting, but I don't think he'd win.
Yeah,
but yeah, if they were in the universe, cutting you off.
Sorry, go ahead.
If they were in the Halo universe, I think their main downside would be the Halo rings, because they can wipe out all organic life, and I think that's how it goes. Because my Halo playing times was long ago, so if they activate the rings of Halo, they could wipe out the whole race. Will it destroy the spores? I think so, but
would that happen in the entire planet?
Oh, I think it's like a controlled area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if they can answer or if they could respond quick enough to the orc invasion, then yes, maybe they couldn't eradicate them. If they can't, orcs will never go away.
Right.
Matthew Zielinski.
He says, thanks for the response. Like that one question is nice. Like, thanks for the response. Like that. It's nice being noticed, but I do hope you guys grow.
Thank you, man. White Scar. Where are the White Scars 40 Facts video?
It's coming.
It's coming, yep.
Yeah. I just did the lore, and it's pretty interesting.
For what's his name?
Jaghatai Khan?
Yeah, there you go.
Something like that.
Vladimir Ryu.
Sorry, I haven't been putting smart-ass comments. I've been in and out of the hospital all week. Still doing bad.
Dang, what happened? I don't remember what happened. Why are you in the hospital, man?
Let us know so we can get a mad doc to you ASAP.
Or just succumb to the touch of Nurgle and become a unclean one. Just don't post pictures of yourself because I don't like little holes. Pinky Bird 77. Yay, my question made the title. The Taurox is the transport vehicle of the new Tempestus Scions. And then he puts a link. I checked that link. Now I understand. Do I like that? No, I don't.
In my opinion, it's too boxy. And if you're gonna put armor on the wheels, just do tank treads.
Yeah, right. I don't think I've ever met anybody that does like them. Wondering if you guys could help me pick my next army. I have a Space Marine army and a couple of knights, and I'm sick of painting the kind of armor. But at the same time, don't want a horde army like Tyranids or Orcs. What do you suggest?
I feel like Eldar or Tau would be like a fresh breath of fresh air. Because they have like a different color scheme. You can have certain units be one color, especially with the Eldar. Tau, you get to paint robots, which that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. Tau or Eldar, just because you're gonna win, and then at the same time, it's different gameplay-wise to Space Marines.
Right.
So you're gonna have that advantage. Color scheme though, you can't really get past painting armor.
Right. Everything has armor.
Yeah, unless you go to Tyranids or Orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? Try an Inquisitor army, because like it's gonna be small, and it's really just for collecting it. But painting wise, it's gonna be really fun. You're gonna have a lot of details to paint. You can do that.
Luke Song says, "What do you guys think of the new guard-like army? The ones that look like knights and have the MRAP looking thing."
I don't know what you're talking about. Which one is he talking about?
If it's that Forge World army, they're pretty cool. If it's the one I'm thinking of, but leave us a link so we can actually find out what exactly you're talking about.
Yeah, what is that regiment called? DJ Evans Creations. Minotaurs appear to be anti-Space Marine. Space Marine. Their lore is excellent. So is all the Badab War. Give us the Astra Claws, Tiger Claws up their transformation into the Red Corsairs. Up to their transformation. Okay. Yeah, you used to collect the Minotaur army.
I had a Minotaur army. It's really badass. I love the lore. I love Asterion Moloch and all the characters. They're just so flavorful and awesome. And actually, one of my favorite color schemes, I believe it's the Astral Claws, which were also in the Badab War. So yeah, we're definitely going to cover that whole aspect, that whole war. So it's pretty sweet.
Ethan Matthews. Please challenge them. He's talking about mini wargaming. We will someday.
Yeah. Lord Adost. Keep it up, OMS.
Thank you. We will.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying. Luke Song. This channel is cool. You guys are the reason I'm considering getting back into Warhammer 40k. Do it, man. It's rewarding.
It is.
Because it's just the lore, the collecting. It's awesome. You don't even have to play. Just collecting is awesome. I used to run an Imperial Guard army back in 4th edition and the first few months of 5th edition.
That's actually around the time we started, so...
Yeah. Of course, things gameplay-wise, it's going to be a lot different now.
Yeah.
A Horde Imperial Guard army doesn't work, right?
As far as I know, they're too squishy and there's too many like template weapons,
So be ready to move around tanks.
Mm-hmm. Darkest Dude Media. I feel that the Grey Knights and Blood Angels could never team up from a lore perspective because the Blood Angels have the Red Thirst and the Black Rage, and the fact that they have a Death Company, which what he understands is taboo among the Space Marine chapters. So you can just imagine what would happen if a knight decides to get curious about it. Heresy, Inquisition, blam.
Yeah, but then at the same time, not many people know about the Red Thirst or the.
It's a secret.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sanguinius, he didn't want anybody to know about it, so he kept everything under wraps.
Yeah, so like, and then at the same time, if the need is there, I don't think the Grey Knights are gonna be like, nah, don't save us from all these Tyranids and Orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Byron, I love your videos and your commitment to your work and your fans. I appreciate you guys answering me a few videos back. I hope you guys get huge and make tons of cash. A 40k movie based on Armageddon would be epic. Commissar Yarrick wrecking shit. Also, like the Battle Pit vid. Ultra Smurfs for the win. They get stick, but I love my army. Yeah, the Ultra Smurfs are pretty badass. You get to, because the new Space Marine Codex or the supplement, and like honestly, you can just say your Ultramarine army is whatever other chapter it is.
Right. I mean, it has a variety of ways you can take it. So.
Yeah, you're not like a Space Wolf army where like if you have Space Wolves, odds are you're gonna have like Blood Claws and all that kind of stuff, and that's hard to implement in your if you want to play a different chapter. So. Yeah.
Devlin Funston. Blood Ravens and the Dark Hunters are the chapters created by the guys who made their respective licenses made canon. I think both are cool, but then I like the old Ultramarine fluff. back when they weren't taking the best fluff from other chapters as their own. So, I mean, it is pretty cool that people can like create their own lore and that get incorporated into the game.
Yeah, there was a person that commented talking about a sanctioned. Wait, did we answer it in this?
I don't know if we did.
But basically, it was a guy, and he got his GW store, Games Workshop store. They got sanctioned to do that, to create their own chapter, create their own codexes, and then they would be okayed by GW. So
we can take that army to like
tournaments,
and it'd be legit.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. I wish that would happen near us. Mr. Plunker. Yeah, I watched the new Goosebumps movie and it was awesome.
Did it give you goosebumps? Boobs says the bat rep would be fantastic for the 40K community.
Yeah. The only thing is, because I was looking at bat reps, there is so many channels that do bat reps.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are super, super like good quality. So
we got a lot of competition.
Yeah. Solo Mans, despite being expensive, what do you think of the Vestroyans? I personally love them. Britain with the Emperor.
Yeah, it's a Forge World Imperial Guard army, Legion.
How could you not like Forge World?
Yeah, they look pretty cool, but they're not up to the level of the Death Corps.
Aaron O'Rourke.
Great work, guys. Love watching and listening to the lore while painting or making new models. I would love to see someone make an anime TV series on the Horus Heresy. Yes. That'd be an awesome idea, especially since you can get all gory and sci-fi and everything. So. And
it won't look goofy, because if you think about it, if you do like Game of Thrones style, I feel like Space Marines interacting with Imperial Guardsmen in like real life would look kind of goofy. But if you do an anime, it would look awesome.
Right. Araugo Hall. Well, they explicitly said he was not a god several times before he was interned on the throne. The Inquisition probably just hyped him up too much and killed everybody who did.
Yeah, that's basically what happened to the Emperor. And it said something about religion. Fragilius? You know about the Warhammer 40k fan movie that is coming, The Lord Inquisitor? I did not know. Did you?
I thought that was a game. Because there is like I believe it's like an RPG role-playing kind of thing that is coming out that is also called The Lord Inquisitor. So, I don't know. I have to look into that one.
We'll definitely look into it and we'll talk more about it. Magnus the Red, please do the Thousand Suns. Oh, Magnus.
We did Magnus already, so.
We did you.
We did.
Whoa!
Lord Fire Ice. Cool. I like your answers. Here's yet another question. If you could choose a weapon and gear guard regiment as their style, what would one have them use? Basically saying you can do anything that the Guard and Space Marine use, but power armor is out because it's too OP for the Guard. So basically, what Space Marine armor weapon would you give the Imperial Guard that's not armor?
Gene Seeds. Is that warrior?
Make them OP, yeah.
Yeah. What Space Marine weapon? Because a lot of it they can't use. They can't use bolters.
It's too heavy.
Too heavy. How could they use melta guns if they can't use bolters? Plasma guns, same thing, but they already have that. Power Fist won't fit them. Armor, you said no.
I guess give them a Land Raider. They already have tanks.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Dreadnoughts would be interesting. Have a human inside there.
But I don't think they would survive.
They're meant to die and be expendable. So.
Mr. Plunker, I am getting into Warhammer 40k, and I was wondering if you guys had any tips for me since I am Chaos Marine player. I was gonna say codexes. Box sets. Get box sets.
Those are really cheap, and they come with a lot of good models for the price.
Nolan Oil is your friend. Wash your stuff. Well, it depends on what faction. But like red and then Nolan Oil, your army's done.
Yeah. Rob Lockerman, speaking of yellow, do you guys have any tips on applying yellow and not having it look horrible? No matter how I prime, whether thin or not, it looks horrible.
So what I do is I spray paint my model entirely in gray, And then I have a dry brush or an airbrush, and I spray it with Vallejo yellow. I don't have it anywhere near. And then I like a warm yellow, so I go over with a wash, the sepia one, or I have a model right there that I use Nolan oil as my wash, and then you could just go over it lightly with yellow and white. You mix yellow and white, and yeah, no problem. Painting wise, like with a brush, I'm not sure. I've never painted with. I never even tried to paint yellow with a brush because I feel like it'd be too difficult. So buy an airbrush. Invest in an airbrush.
Alejandro Michael. I love those guys. We love you too.
Crane Haney's. Oh, the Ding Ding Mans.
Oh, paletas?
Yeah. First, love your stuff. Thank you.
Thanks.
Loken.
Who do you think would win between Grim, Gar, Ironhide, and Gaskell?
Gatskull.
Yeah, he's pretty much the OG of the orcs right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
He would be protected by Gork and Mork. Thank you for sending your questions our way. Please comment down below if you want us to answer any questions for next Monday. Enjoy your Monday now, and we'll catch you in the next one.
That's right. He is
Gershwan.
And I am the Sound Alchemist, and we are part of One Mind Syndicate, and we are out of here.